Hello and welcome to this channel, everybody. This is the Eradicator, and it is Friday, and we have our Inside Star Citizen video brought to you by Jared Huckabee, right here, Associate Creative Producer for Star Citizen. Well, it is a longer episode, finally. At least it was not 8 minutes long, with no interesting transition between segments, so I think that is already a progress. Production-wise, I was glad that they improved that. So okay, that's great. However, you are going to see that you say, Irad, the show is longer. This is what you've been calling for such a long time. You should be happier. Yes, that's right. However, I would have been happy if we had been given a lot of content and not just talk, which is why this episode of Inside Star Citizen really made me think of a basically calling all devs. That's what it looked like, basically, a calling all dev. So we first start here with a segment of the black market. And so here they were explaining to us the difference between stolen goods and illicit goods and how security forces are going to respond, whether or not, you are in a planet or a jurisdiction in which some goods are allowed and some other goods are considered illicit. So they're saying, for example, if you have Widow and you go to Port Orizar, you're not going to be able to sell it. And maybe if you are being searched and you'll be arrested or fined, whereas if you're Grim X, that's not really going to be a big deal. But there's nothing much that we didn't know already. That's the issue here. I mean, I get it that not everybody is a hardcore Star Citizen fan, and they need to cater to some of these backers who are not following the project all the time. But at least, I just wish that they had thrown a bone or two to us, the really hardcore, dedicated players. Anyway, they're showing us the tools here on how they are going to implement this. Remember, guys, these black market economy, the tier 0, is something that is going to come in 3.6. By the way, Evo Caddy is supposed to be coming quite soon already because it's about to be June. So expect to hear from Evo Caddy and 3.6 in the coming weeks. I'm expecting maybe 1 week or 10 days from here. We'll see. But yes, not much content to be shown. The only thing that we've seen here were all of these drug boxes inside a stair. I think that's a Starfarer, right? It's a Starfarer. I don't know what kind of ship is that. It looks like a Starfarer. Please tell me in the comments down below if I'm right or not. But that's about it. They were explaining also that some of the ways people will be able to steal goods will be at the beginning just exploding the ship or eventually doing some missions. It's a shame that they did not mention stealing the ship directly. I hope that, because right now, if you are stealing the ship, you cannot sell the contraband, not the contraband, but the stolen goods. I hope that as soon as we have 3.6, this is something that is going to be possible to do, because I really enjoy shipboarding. I really enjoy getting into someone's ship and just shooting people down. And I really hope that we're going to have a purpose of doing that pretty soon. Thank you, Jared, for liking my oh, it's not gonna last. Okay. Anyway, the next segment here that they're talking about is the Prowler. And this is a ship made by Xperia. It is actually inspired by a Terravan design, which is cool. We don't see much, and we don't hear much of the Terravans. So for those who don't know, the Terravans were this kind of alien race that was encountered earlier within human history, and they were at war against humans for quite some time. Again, eventually they were defeated, and they considered that defeat to be so shameful that they decided to completely obliterate their own culture and join human culture. So now the Terravans are actually a full part of the UEE. They even have some Terravan senators at the UEE Senate. So it's just to show you how assimilated this race is within the United Empire of Earth. They're showing us glimpses of how this would look like from the inside. It looks like we have 2 decks. That's pretty cool. This is actually the very first time, I believe, that we have such a detailed in-depth of the Terravan. Now, unfortunately, personally, I am not interested in the Terravan at all, but it's always cool to have, these details. This is all white box, of course. They were showing that these blue panels, this is not how the ship is going to look like, but everything that is blue is something that is going to be interactable with. So you have all these chairs, these desks, these commands, of course, the ladders right here as well. So this is basically what the job is right now. How they've completed the Terrain right now as of late May 2019. Remember, this is a ship that is supposed to come for 3.8, so Q4. So we still have about 6 months to go, but so far it's looking pretty good. My goodness, I didn't see that. I guess I was too busy doing other things. I didn't notice that we had the first glimpse of the cockpit of the Terrain. That looks like a pretty open view. I don't think we should expect the Terrain to be pretty good in combat. It's a dropship, so probably it is going to require some escorts, but it is definitely looking pretty cool. They were also showing how these wings move up and down. The design, they are saying the design is not final. The design is going to be modified, especially with those back tails here. They're saying that they're not really functional. Look at that. This is how the ship looks like when it's in flying mode, and when it's in landing position, the wings are retracting, which are probably used here as a landing gear, I would guess. But yeah, this is indeed a pretty interesting ship indeed, if you are into these type of alien looking ships. So yeah, I think that this segment right here was perhaps the most interesting of this episode of Inside Star Citizen. Now, next, they were talking about the 300 series. Once again, we knew that they would talk about the 300 series for several episodes. So here they are continuing. Basically, what John Crew is saying here is how we are going to be able to customize everything in our ships, starting with the 300 series. And this will be able to be done through the website. So if you remember, this was actually a stretch goal from a long time ago, where we could be able to use a platform, a web platform, to directly make our decisions within the game. And that platform was supposed to be called Spectrum. This is actually written in the stretch goal. So this is actually a stretch goal, one of these original stretch goals that they're working on. So we gotta say a hooray, you know, for CIG delivering some of these stretch goals. It's not the full experience that they were promising, but it is at least part of it, and for that, kudos to CIG. Now, again, nothing that we didn't know already. We'll be able to change the different paint jobs, and even the weapons will be able to be painted so that they would match the color of the ship. And we had some very interesting different paint jobs, orange and white, all red. There's even that cool blue and black one here. I don't know if we can see the exterior. I'm trying to look for it. They were showing it later. I think I got it right here. Look at that. Oh, no, it's already gone. That's just for like 1 second. Yeah, there it is. This is awesome. I think that the 300 series looks much better with that paint job. If I had a 325A, it would definitely look like something like this. Oh, yeah. So that's about it for this episode of Inside Star Citizen. It is longer, but I wish that we had a more in-depth look at what's coming in the future. Like this segment, in my opinion, this segment, even though I don't really care about the Prowler, I believe that this was the most interesting segment of the show, because, you know, we actually rely on these shows to learn something new from Star Citizen, and here we did learn a lot of new stuff about this upcoming ship. I wish that we had learned more stuff about the black market. Maybe we had seen some early footage of, you know, NPCs searching us or selling illegal goods. We haven't seen any of that. I do hope that they are keeping some footage, that they are keeping all of that footage for the future, for future Inside Star Citizen episodes. We still have a month to go, so they still need to hold their horses, and they still need to hold some of their content to show us some stuff about what's coming in 3.6. So tell me what you think, guys. What was the most exciting segment about this show? What are you the most excited for 3.6? Please tell me in the comments down below. That's all for today's video, guys. Actually, today's the 31st. Yes, it's the last day for the giveaway this month. I'm giving away an Origin M50 Interceptor. All you need to do to get a chance of winning is to subscribe to this channel and make sure to comment to any of the videos that I have posted this month. The winner will be announced in a live stream giveaway on June 4th, 2 p.m. Beijing, Singapore, Taipei time. Good luck to everybody. I'll see you there. This is the Eradicator. I'm signing out.